Welcome to Baja Window to the South. I'm Olga Sánchez de la Vega.
And I'm Denitza García. Baja Window to the South, it's a weekly program that showcases the best of Baja California.
And today is no exception. We're going to go to a wonderful place where there's going to be a controversy in a story that you did for the Caesar salad. So I'm excited about this one and the rest that we have for our show today. So let's go and check that out.
Hello everyone, my name is Denitza Garcia and we're here about to get into the Caesar restaurant here in Tijuana to taste our traditional Caesar salad that was created, of course, here in Tijuana, Baja California. So please join me. We're about to taste the traditional Caesar salad. Can't wait.
Hola, buenas tardes, bienvenidos. Vamos a empezar a prepararle lo que es el aderezo de su ensalada César. Como primer ingrediente le vamos a agregar un poco de anchoa, mostaza Dijon, un poco de ajo rostizado en aceite de oliva. Vamos a agregarle lo que es salsa inglesa y pimienta fresca. Le vamos a agregar lo que es solamente la yema del huevo. El huevo nos ayuda a que la consistencia del aderezo sea cremosa. Y le agregamos solo la yema, retirándole la clara. Le vamos a agregar jugo de limón para darle un toque de acidez. Maceramos, mezclamos los ingredientes. Le vamos a agregar aceite de olivo en forma de hilo. Y le vamos a agregar lo que es un poco de queso parmesano. Ya que está listo lo que es el aderezo, vamos a agregar las hojas de lechuga romana. Y las empezamos a bañar con el aderezo. Ya que están bañadas, lo que vamos a hacer es emplatar.
And now we're gonna go with Mr. Avakian, and he's gonna tell us about the real story when it was created, the Caesar salad here in Tijuana. Okay, everybody, well, now the time has come. We're gonna know exactly where the Caesar salad was originally created, okay? That's, of course, in Tijuana, but by whom? So that's why we're with Armando Avakian right here, that he's gonna tell us the real story. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for inviting me. That's great. I feel great. That whom is Cesar Cardini. I was just going to tell you how it came about. Cesar went to France. He worked there in a restaurant. He started his apprenticeship with a restaurant in Paris, I think. And from there he went to London and to Liverpool. And in Liverpool he boarded a liner all the way to Canada. And in Canada he worked at the Windsor Hotel, a huge hotel that catered to the rich and famous or whatever. Okay, so he stayed there a while and learned how to treat those customers. Okay, so that made him knowledgeable what food they liked, how to prepare it. He was very young. He was in his teens. Okay, from there he went to Vancouver, to that area, and then he went down to San Francisco. He crossed the border from Canada to San Francisco. In Frisco, he worked at the Palace, another great big hotel, very famous in those days. Even Caruso, all those big stars from those days stayed there. Okay, so he was there for about a year and a half, and with a partner or associate in San Francisco at his job, they traveled to Sacramento, and there together they opened the Brown's restaurant in Sacramento, but only for about 2 or 3 months, because all of a sudden there came the Volstead Act in the United States that prohibited the transport to consume and to sell liquor. So Cesar thought to himself, well, my food, what I prepare, what I serve, cannot be eaten without some wine. And he consulted with people, his family, and said, well, why don't you go to Mexico? It's just across the border. And that's what he did. He went down with his family called Cardinale, who had a business in San Francisco, who also were affected by the Volstead, because they had a distributed liquor.
Okay.
So they got together. I think they had some family relations, but I'm not sure. But they traveled together to Tijuana. The Cardinales were there before Cardini for a long time before. So they had some capital, some money, and they opened up this business on 2nd and Revolution Street that was called the Cardinal Cafe, in a building owned by Mr. Miguel González Quiroz, was the richest man in Tijuana and Baja California, maybe in Mexico in those days. Okay, so in 1923, he's been experimenting with different types of salads, because he thought it's summertime, like right now, people from the States come down here with their tongue sticking to the ground and very dry. So I'm not going to give him any chili or something like that. I'm going to give him a good salad that he learned how to, he didn't learn how to make it, but he learned what the people wanted. So he mixed up different batches in different times until one day he said, this is the one.
This is the Caesar salad.
But it wasn't called Caesar's.
Okay.
He didn't call it. He didn't call it Caesar's. The people later started calling it because that's what he made it. In 1920, this lady was married to a commander of the pilots of North Island Coronado. They came from Pensacola, Florida. This commander, and he married this lady called Wallis Simpson. Wallis Simpson. And when he got transferred to San Diego, to Coronado, Wallis was with him. So they were living there in Coronado. And she became friends with all the elite girls of Coronado. He said, no, we went to Tijuana, we were at Caesar's Cafe. And when we were there, Wallis was the life of the party. Okay? So she's a person who later on in life married the King of England. So that's when he abdicated the crown of England for her. So he couldn't marry her. If he married her, he had to do that. So he said, I'm gonna do what a man has to do. I'm gonna marry the love of my life, Wallis Simpson. She was twice divorced before.
Okay.
She loved Caesar salad.
Okay.
She loved it. And whenever she went to any place she went to, she got up and she went to with the captain or the maitre d', or even to the kitchen. She said, I want them to prepare this salad, and she tasted it. She tasted, no, this is good. And when this is good. This is like Caesar's. This is like Caesar when it became famous.
Because the Caesar Cafe was from Cesar Cardini here in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Okay,
why doesn't it have another name? Because he made it.
Of course.
It's logical. She's the first person who used to cut the lettuce, the romaine lettuce, because she wore gloves. And she couldn't, because supposedly the salad has to be eaten by hand. So Cesar prepared it with the stems to the center, and there you took it, and then you ate it with your hands. So she changed that tradition.
From Tijuana to the world, Caesar salads, a famous one. Cesar Cardini, the creator. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And we're here with Chef Marcelo Hisaki from Restaurante Amores from Tecate. And he just came back from Chile after winning one of the most incredible competitions in the whole entire chef world. And he's gonna tell us a little bit more about it. But bear with me, because I am about to try to say this word. I'm gonna need your help on this one, because I know you're going to France, right? So let's welcome Chef Marcelo, and let's have him tell us a little bit more about this competition. The name, please. I've been trying to say it forever.
The Bocuse d'Or.
There you go, the Bocuse d'Or. Welcome to Baja Window to the South.
Thank you very much. Now, it is such an honor for me to be here, and I'm so happy to get back. We got our place to the finals on this competition. It's going to take place in France in 2023 in January, and we're very happy. It was an amazing experience. Definitely, I think, firstly, I feel very honored to represent my country on this platform.
How did it feel to represent Mexico? I know it's Mexico has been trying for many years. I believe it's more than 12 years to try to get to this level, and then here we are. You are taking us to the highest point.
Well, I definitely feel honored, but at the same time, there's this big responsibility. So there's a lot of challenges we have to really take over, and we really want to give our best, like, beyond all the good part, like, all the way is an amazing learning experience. And at the same time, you are waiting yourself with some responsibilities that you really want to show the the best side of our culture, our food. Like outside, you've been, for example, you get to hear a lot about not really good comments about spicy, like chiles. Like, oh no, the chiles, they're very spicy, I cannot handle this.
Right.
But at the end, in our culture, it's a very important ingredient. And definitely, once you're out there and trying the food of other cultures, you get to know the potential, but at the same time, the best of the products you have, for example, these chiles, that they have amazing flavors, you want to share with all of them. And at the end, Mexican food has been, like representing our culture all over the world. You get to see amazing tacos in Japan, in China, in Europe, and there's a lot of work behind that. But at the same time, they're still like, trying to show the amazing ingredients we have and the culture we have through the food. And obviously, this kind of platforms like the Bocuse where you can show some of these amazing things Mexican has.
What are you guys doing to prepare for this coming one? I believe it's coming in January.
January, exactly.
Yeah.
As I said, there's a lot of challenges, no? So obviously, we want to showcase the best we can find from Mexican culture, but at the same time, we want to make it friendly with all the judges, because we're gonna be cooking for 24 judges from different countries. So they're all nationalities, all different tastes and palates. So food has to be friendly with them, but we really don't want to hold back in flavors, in techniques, in dishes. Not only the tacos, all of that, like for example, we cooked vanilla in this competition because vanilla is originally from Mexico and it's one of the most important ingredients now used in all the pastry world.
And it's delicious.
And it's delicious and it is 100% Mexican origin, like the process, the way it was used, everyone got to know that, that is very important. The other side, we were talking about, like tomatoes, like for example, tomato, you wouldn't see pizza as it is today if it was not because of tomato, which is discovery from, the Spanish that came in Mexico and got to learn about that product. And that is very interesting because Mexican food has influence in all over the world. We get to see guacamole or Caesar salad, like anywhere. Even you get to see it in the best Palace Hotel in Monaco.
Yes.
You get to see a guacamole or a tasty Caesar salad, and it's Mexican influence. So it is very important for us to be proud and feel happy because it's because of this culture. It's amazing diversity we have, ingredients and food that been sharing all over the world. So I think it is one of the best things that I really want to transmit through this competition. We prepared for this competition. We're given the themes before the competition. So the two themes we were given were salmon, because Chile was hosting the competition, so it was Chilean salmon. And the other one was quinoa. So we cooked, the quinoa was basically a quinoa tamal with black beans. Then it was accompanied with a quinoa-based mole coloradito. And then we have a croquette made of quinoa with the taste of a chorizo with some mushrooms, and that is like the plate. We had this best plate theme award, and it represented a lot of Mexican flavors, like very traditional Mexican flavors.
I really would like to, but I really would like to ask you, because there's one thing that really got my attention. First of all, that of course I would like to try that plate. I mean, I bet it's delicious, and the whole process. But you were saying, what do you need in order to keep competing, to keep representing Mexico, like the support of the community, the support of the country, in order to be international,
Yes, well, it is definitely challenging to get there. So we're looking a lot for, like make collaboration with many other chefs, but at the same time, we really want to make locals and Mexicans feel proud about their food, and through, like their help, we can achieve and overcome this kind of challenges. So we're planning to do many events so people can participate. We're gonna make a fundraising too so we can achieve our financial goals there. We are like 5 months from the competition, but it's like, like a titanic work to get there in the way of cooking what you really want with the knowledge you really want to showcase in this. So we're giving our best on this. And hopefully we get to have chefs. I mean, we are very grateful because during our process to get to Chile, we had many locals and French chefs that raised their hands to help us. Excellent. It was an amazing experience. Hopefully on this time we get a lot of chefs, but not only locals, but from all over,
the world.
Even the country,
yeah.
So from all these people, Mexican chefs can share their knowledge and raise their hands and say, I want to be part of this. I really want to be
help represent Mexico.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Put in this Mexican food culture to another level, so we can really share that to the world, which is very important.
Thank you so much, Chef Marcelo. Thank you so much for every single one of you who listened to this interview and for your help. We cannot wait not only to taste this one, but to go back to Amores and taste more.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Marcelo. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And all the best, okay? Everybody, my name is Denitza García and I'm here at San Quintin, Baja California at Los Humedales, the wetlands, one of the many attractions and of course a lung of our state, Baja California. Let's go and check it out. The wetlands of San Quintin are the most important and largest remaining in the Southern California, Baja California ecoregion. Now they will talk to us about the species they have in the wetlands of San Quintin, of course, here in Baja.
Tenemos esta concentración de especies, ya sea endémicas, que son las que habitan en la zona, que no se pueden encontrar en ninguna otra parte, y especies migratorias, en su mayoría aves. Un ejemplo icónico, un ejemplo grande sería la oranta negra, que es un ganso canadiense que migra desde Alaska a Canadá, refugiándose del invierno. Entonces, aquí justamente en la zona de los humedales, esta oranta viene a protegerse del frío del invierno, y como acá las temperaturas no son tan elevadas, tenemos un clima mediterráneo, solo viene a descansar y protegerse del invierno y alimentarse, ¿no?
Thanks to Terra Peninsular, much of this amazing wetland has been preserved. And Hector also told us about the natural reserves they have and the many activities you can do.
Ok, en Terra Peninsular tenemos tierras, propiedad privada que nosotros mismos sometemos a DBCs, un área voluntariamente destinada a la conservación, ¿no? Esta es un tipo de reserva natural avalada por la CONAMP y en la cual nosotros nos comprometemos a estar monitoreando las especies que están dentro de ella. Tenemos un sinfín, una lista gigante de especies que estamos monitoreando a lo largo del año y de esta manera podemos crear acciones de conservación. Tenemos tres reservas naturales, que es Punta Mazo, está un poquito más al oeste, pegada a la costa. El acceso es abierto al público en general, pueden acampar, tenemos cabañas. Tenemos senderos interpretativos, senderos delimitados Esto también para disminuir el impacto que se puede ocasionar con el turismo, ¿no? Promocionamos igualmente también actividades al aire libre como kayak, senderismo, hiking, observación de estrellas en la noche. De hecho, aquí tenemos el volcán Monte Ceniza, que es otra reserva natural, y durante las noches se puede hacer observación de estrellas también.
Next, let's go and check what Hector have to say about the wetlands considered a lung for the state of Baja California.
Estudios recientes, está considerado como uno de los pulmones más importantes de Baja California, ¿no? Bueno, porque tenemos el humedal. ¿Pero por qué? Porque los humedales captan una gran cantidad de carbono. Se podría decir que más por metro cuadrado que un bosque, por ejemplo. Entonces, se podría decir que causa menos impacto porque no lo podemos ver, porque está debajo del agua. Pero la cantidad de carbono que fijan estos humedales es impresionante.
You definitely need to come to Los Humedales, the Wetlands of San Quintin, where you can appreciate this beauty and also take advantage of the many activities you can do. All this in the state of Baja California. Hello, everyone. We're here in Baja Window to the south. Very happy to have this wonderful woman here with us, Juana Ortiz Quesada. She's the founder of Eunime, this association in Tijuana, of course, that take care in a very comprehensive way of children and adolescents who have AIDS. Juana, qué gusto otra vez tenerte aquí con nosotros. Por favor, platícame acerca de esta fundación, de esta asociación Eunime.
No, al contrario, gracias por el espacio y bueno, es la suma de todos, ¿no? Basta, para muestra, basta un botón ahí con nosotros. Eunime es una casa hogar o un centro de atención donde nos dedicamos a atender a niños que están en alguna situación de orfandad o abandono y que aparte que son doblemente vulnerables y están con esta condición de salud VIH-Sida, ¿no? Actualmente tenemos a 23 niños que viven de manera permanente, que requieren que nosotros les podamos brindar alimentación, vestido, vivienda.
Qué gran labor y definitivamente qué grande ver a personas, ¿no? Que sigan ayudando y aportando tanto a la comunidad.
¿Cuántos años tienen haciendo esto?
Tenemos 15 años funcionando. Somos la única casa en todo el estado de Baja California que atiende niños con esta condición. Y creo que en la región también, ¿no? Porque tenemos niños de Baja California Sur y de aquí de la Baja. Entonces, qué bien, estoy muy contenta que desde los espacios de turismo se dé también para este tercer sector que es los organismos de la sociedad civil y preocupados por los más vulnerables, ¿no?
Definitivamente.
Y más que nada es por lo que estábamos comentando, de que queremos de que todos sepan dónde pueden ayudar y qué es lo que se hace aquí realmente. La labor que estás haciendo es muy importante. En esos 15 años, cuéntenos a cuántos niños han ayudado.
Han pasado 60 niños que han vivido en Casa Hogar Eunime. Algunos ya crecieron, se casaron, otros se han recibido de la universidad. O algunos estaban como por periodos cortos en lo que se hacía un proceso de integración con su familia. Y 60 niños y el 100% han sobrevivido. Yo creo que esto habría que remarcarlo.
Ay, bravo, eso es una súper buena.
Nos llegan en una fase muy complicada de repente de SIDA cuando no se lo diagnostican a tiempo.
Y dinos, Juana, ¿cómo podemos nosotros como sociedad, aportar? ¿Qué necesitan?
Mira, ahorita les comentaba que teníamos 23 niños que viven de manera permanente y bueno, para que se den una idea de cuánto es lo que nos cuesta atender a un niño de manera mensual, va desde entre los 15 y 20 mil pesos mensuales.
Wow.
Entonces, todo lo que puedan donarnos suma, llámese artículos de limpieza, de aseo personal o vestido, calzado. Pueden encontrarnos en redes sociales como Eunime Por Tijuana, en Facebook, en Instagram y de repente ahí tenemos algunas campañas donde nos pudieran estar apoyando para poder lograr nuestro objeto, que al final del día es la atención una atención integral para nuestros niños.
Exacto. Y eso es algo que ustedes lo hacen y que tú lo has hecho con tu gran equipo. Y
Con todo el equipo, si yo sola no puedo.
es muy importante también que el agradecimiento a todas esas personas, a los voluntarios que ayudan, que apoyan.
Todos los que suman a ustedes también son parte importante de que Eunime siga manteniéndose porque nos dan esa voz, ¿no?
Nosotros somos por todos los que nos están viendo, por todos ustedes que nos ven, que pueden escuchar estas historias, que pueden saber de esas entrevistas que tenemos contigo, de saber la labor que haces. Te damos, apagan las cámaras porque ya, pero
sí, como bien dices, es todo el equipo, no sé qué haría sin el equipo de Eunime.
Sí.
Trabajamos 16 personas para poder cubrir las necesidades de los niños.
Wow.
muchísimas gracias.
Se los
Sí.
aplaudimos y definitivamente...
Y los donantes también, que no somos nada sin los donantes.
Por supuesto que invitamos a todos los que nos están escuchando, a toda nuestra audiencia, para que cooperen, para que colaboren de cualquier manera, ya sean donaciones, como bien lo dices, ¿no? Con ropa, con cosas de limpieza, pero también me imagino que tienen un sitio donde puedan donar
Sí,
directamente.
claro, entran a Instagram y ahí van a encontrar el link de PayPal a los que quieran donar, sobre todo de Estados Unidos, que ahorita con estas leyes de lavado de dinero nos han limitado mucho en cuanto a transferencias y envíos de dinero.
Ya.
Pero pueden donar a través del link de PayPal y lo van a encontrar en nuestras redes sociales.
Excelente.
O pueden hablar al teléfono, ¿no? 664-906-5494.
Excelente. Y nos
Perfecto.
vamos a asegurar de que estén en los gráficos, ¿verdad? Para que la gente sepa, ¿me entiendes?, a dónde acudir. Y muchísimas gracias de nuevo,
No, al
Juana.
contrario, gracias a ustedes.
Increíble
Es
lo
la
que están
suma de todos.
haciendo. Claro que sí, somos equipo. Todos podemos aportar nuestro
Gracias.
granito de arena. Thank you so much, Juana, for being here with us from Fundación, this association, Eunime. And please, you can even support the children right now as we speak. All the information is in their social media. For this upcoming year, they need to go to school, they need their books, so if you can donate and support, please do. Thank you very much.
And thank you again for joining us on another one of our episodes for Baja Window to the South. You know how much we love our shares, likes, comments, everything that you have said to us. It is extremely important to us. We continue to love to show you our talent in our beautiful state of Baja California.
Of course, Olga, thank you so much and see you next week.